I messed up. I dropped the ball big time on myself. Like, if you love yourself, then do what you need to do for you. It sounds great in theory. It really sounds great in theory. However, when it's time to execute and take the action, I dropped the ball. I dropped the ball on me. Yeah, so I said I was going to be consistent. I said I was going to be persistent. I said I was going to be mind over matter, and this is it. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. It's my birthday month, and here it is. Birthday weekend. It is Friday. Happiest Friday to you. And I dropped the ball with myself. I got in my head, got in my feelings. I got in my bag and dropped the bag. Like, girl, get over yourself. And like, once again, it sounds good in theory, but when it's time to actually show up and show out, I dropped. Yep, literally. Yeah, I did not show up as my best self for myself, for my children, for my family, for my friends. I did not, because I found that the darkness was right there in the background. The darkness being depression. And it was just like, what are you depressed about? Like, you have a great life. You can have anything you want. Literally, you decided to go back to school and you're killing it. Okay? Your GPA has never been this high. And you're doing it. You're actively pursuing it. You said you wanted a job, an investor, where you work Monday through Friday, daytime shift, all right? Because you already did the 3:30 to midnight, and you've done the overnight. And so you decided to go back in an office. This is what you wanted. You said you wanted paid holidays and benefits, and you got it. You said that, yep, you were taking a year off to focus on yourself, to realign and get your babies. You're going to get you an apartment, and you're going to start fresh. You did it. You said a lot of things, and you've done a lot of things. So why the heck are you in your feelings? Why are you in your head? Why are you beating yourself up? It is so interesting how easy it is to do, right? Where it almost feels like it's never enough. Like, you just feel like you're unsatisfied. And maybe that's just me. And maybe you have felt this way, where you are out here, you're crushing it, you're killing it, and it still doesn't feel like enough. And then I start to question, well, what would make it enough? What would make you feel better? You know what I mean? Like, what is it? What would do it for you? Well, maybe if I get this, and maybe when I get here, and it's like, you're still going to be you, you know, whether you have associates, bachelor's, master's, doctorates, you're still going to be you. Well, maybe when I get the house, it's still going to be you. Maybe when I lose the weight, like, stop with this maybe, and let's find out what is really the problem. And that's what I had to do, y'all. I had to get into me. I had to do some introspection. Okay. I had to do some dissection within myself. What the heck is your problem, Antoinette? That's me. What is your problem, Tony? That's me too. And I discovered that there is a bit of some imposter syndrome. Like, are you really who you think you are? Are you really who you say that you are? Are you? And there was some doubt. I was doubting myself. I started doubting myself, because in my mind, it started going like, well, if you really are that girl, why aren't you here? Sunday, I turned 39, which will be the last of the 30s, and I actually am looking forward to 40. However, when I started thinking about it and looking at it, and I was like, wait, but I remember when I wanted to do this, and I had dreams of doing this, and goals and aspirations of doing this, and it's like, but I didn't do it. Baby, do you even want that anymore? Like, do you really want that? Well, I just thought that by the time I got to this age, I would be doing... But is that even a desire? Like, how are you going to beat yourself up for not doing what you used to want to do, but you no longer have a desire to do that anymore? Does that make sense? Right. And so once I realized and had to get out of my own head and feelings, like, okay, first of all, did it with the whole timeline of, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. There are some people that have done it, and I commend them. Clearly, I'm not one of them, and that's okay. That is okay. All right. You have to understand that this is your path. This is your journey, okay? And things are going to happen, and it always works out better than expected. You got to get focused, though. You have to get focused and focus on that attitude. You have to have that attitude of gratitude, because when you do not have that attitude of gratitude, this is where I dropped the ball, y'all, then you get into the scarcity mindset of feeling like you don't have enough and that you'll never be enough. And am I enough? And it's like, yeah, you are. You are more than enough. You are capable. You have the skills, okay? Yes, you're getting the education, all right? So you won't ever have to deal with someone saying that. Do you have the credentials? Indeed, I do. What's up? Okay. Yep. I have the life skills. I have the credentials. I got it. Her resume's flawless. You know, like, you're doing it. You're actively pursuing it. Give yourself some grace. Take some time to figure out what you want now. What does success look like to you now? Not the 17-year-old you, not the 10-year-old you, not the 5-year-old you, but now. What does success look like to you? I had to think about it, y'all. I had to really think about this, okay? Like, what does it look like for me? And once I identified what it looks like for me, and once I identified what I actually want now, and not then, but now, I'm back in the game, y'all. I am back in the game, okay? We are focused. We have an attitude of gratitude. We are changing our behavior, and we will do what we need to do for us, because motivation is great, but discipline makes a difference. And I'm gonna tell you right now that sometimes discipline is boring, okay? Like setting up a schedule, it's boring. You feel like you're on this hamster wheel of life and you feel like you're going nowhere. However, it's the little steps, because every step counts. So it's the little steps that add up to get you to where you want to be, okay? If you want to start a savings, save $5, save $10, save $20, but just start saving. It's about just taking the action, okay? You want to write a book? And do. Start with a paragraph. Start with a sentence. Just start. These are the conversations I had to have with myself, and here I am on this lovely Friday, my birthday weekend, and I'm sharing it with you. Yes, action kills anxiety. Yep. And sometimes you have to get over yourself. And yes, there are going to be times where you start to doubt yourself, especially when you feel like it's not going as fast as you would like it to happen. But know that everything always works out way better than expected, okay? You are right where you need to be, baby. You are okay. You are well. You are healthy. You are wealthy. You're okay. You're going to make it. You got this. In case you did not know, this message has been brought to you by FAB, Personal Growth and Development. FAB stands for Focus, Attitude, Behavior. Focus on your attitude to change your behavior. Why? Because change begins within. I want you to have a lovely day. I need you to know that you are needed. You are loved. You are supported. You make a difference. Have an amazing day, because, baby, I know I will.